Channing Tatum himself, the Magic Mike superstar. So he
Stomp the Yard. Is that him?
Was he in Stomp the Yard? I'm not.
I don't know if
100%
it's Stomp the
sure.
Yard or the
Honestly,
other one.
I don't think I've seen Stomp the Yard, which I don't know how that looks, but basically,
I don't think you're gonna get
I don't think I'm
strung
gonna
out for that. I think it's
get any
fine.
blowback for no Stomp the Yard on my part. Uh, basically, so there's
Step
an
up.
interesting
It's step up, not
step
Stomp the
up.
Yard.
Okay, I mean
Yeah.
interchangeable, but there was a really interesting way that Channing Tatum was essentially cast for this role because it was really just through an email where Seth Rogen laid out in extreme detail what the role entails. And I'm going to
Yeah.
read the email exactly.
Read us the email.
I'm going to read it exactly as it came.
Can you use a word
No.
voice? So, like if you were on a Zoom call with your boss and you're reading. So so-and-so emailed this to me. Here, I'll tee you up. You ready?
Okay.
Here's the lob.
Yep.
So, Matthew, we're going over the sales reports, and
Absolutely.
Johnson told me that she sent you an email. What'd she say?
So she laid it out for me, and she actually said, in the script, Danny has a gimp bitch that he keeps on a leash. He refers to the guy as his little slut and talks about how he butt fucks the gimp because there are no rules anymore. The gimp is wearing a wrestling mask, and when he pulls it up, we would love nothing more than for it to be you underneath. Please do not take this the wrong way or be insulted by this. We just think it would be a great joke and you would be great doing it.
So let me get this straight, Matthew. You're going to get butt fucked on screen by Danny McBride.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm in. That sounds cool. We'll circle back Monday.
It sounds good.
The email just being like, all right, so listen, in the script, he has a gimp bitch. The fourth word is gimp.
So I saw an interview too where it was like, they didn't go into this detail because it was on one of the late night shows, but it was Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill talking. And they were talking about, it's Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill doing press for 21 Jump Street. And they were basically talking about how they were talking about how Channing Tatum got into this role. And they're talking about it. They're going through talking about the email. And Channing Tatum's like, I wonder who gave him the email. And Jonah's like, we were just sitting around. We thought it would be really funny. Seth Rogen didn't even have Channing Tatum's email, but Jonah Hill's like, oh, I got you. I just swung it to him so they could send asking him to be a gimp bitch sex slave.
The wording in it is just incredible. Also, you need that wording. We got to have that wording. If you're going to be writing that role and asking him to be in the role, you can't be like, well, it's actually he really enjoys having sex with him, and he's wearing a certain costume. Like, no, he's in a cannibal group and he's this gimp bitch.
Yeah, I do think that's something you can't bring up on the day of the shoot and say like, hey, you want to play this part in this movie? It's kind of like an interesting role. You'll play dress up, which
by the way,
then get there and be like, you're going to be on a leash. And you're going to be Danny McBride's sex slave. Is that cool?
So how are you with collars?
Yeah. Are you good? Do you get rashes easy? We actually have some Aquaphor, but are you sensitive around the neck area?
Is Aquaphor okay? Do you need Neurovia or whatever that is?
They're like, we saw Magic Mike. We know you've worn chapless panties. Assless
chaps.
Yeah, assless chaps before. Are you comfortable wearing them in this scene?
What would you have done if I sent you a pair of assless chaps for Hanukkah?
I don't know if I'd ever try them on. I don't think that I'm playing.
You gotta try them on.
I'm not playing this role anytime soon.
If there is a pair of assless chaps that's given to you, you will never experience what it's like to wear assless chaps. Look, you don't have to experience it after, but that first try on, I think, is worth it.
That first try on? How do you know your size? Is it just the standard small, medium, large?
I would ask your mother what. No, it's definitely waist size.
Are you gonna ask for my inseam? I'm gonna get him some jeans and then just send me assless chaps.
Like what? Is he at 32, 32, 34, 32?
Yeah. So your friend is sending you some pants. Oh, show me what you got. Yeah. Oh, great. Thanks, Kevin.
Now that you say it,
To
I
be
might
like,
do that. Just
honestly,
randomly.
just show up at my doorstep one day, just some assless chaps.
When you least expect it.
I know.
Did
What?
you fly across the country to give me assless chaps in person on a
And
Tuesday?
I do it
I
again.
did. All right. Let's move on to
And
our
then,
last exclusive
oh, wait,
here.
wait. There was one more little
Oh,
thing about this that was very interesting that I
give me
found out
something.
about the Channing Tatum and assless chaps. Let's
Yep.
go. Let's rock. So, being his gimp, you'd think that Channing Tatum and Danny McBride had met before, previously to this shoot. They had not. And the way that Channing Tatum basically introduced himself to Danny McBride was dressing up. If you haven't seen the movie, look it up because this is quite a costume. He dressed up in the full gimp outfit, went into McBride's trailer and basically attacked him and tackled him. And you have to think about it like he's wearing the mask, so you can't tell if it's Channing Tatum or like some random person. So he's just getting attacked by this guy in the gimp costume when they've never met before.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're Danny McBride, you got to just think, oh, okay, this is being filmed somehow. Like this, like for some reason they're doing a hidden camera thing in this movie, so you got to play along with it. And then the fact that it's one, obviously he knew it was Channing Tatum. He knows Channing Tatum. He's a movie star, so you want to be friends with him. But that's how you know Channing Tatum's a good-looking guy. Because if some weird-looking person ran up to you, even if you're working with them in a gimp suit and tackled you, it's probably not going to go over well 9 times out of 10.
They didn't know it was him, though. He had the mask on.
Well, that's what I mean. Like after the reveal, it'd be like, hey, it's actually Channing Tatum.
I'd still be a little freaked out. Like, oh, we've never met before. I'd be like, all right, you're nice.
Well, everyone knows of Channing Tatum as like a Daniel Day-Lewis. He was just method during that whole movie.
He's
method as Danny McBride's gimp.
I mean, for conversation's sake, he did a good job playing that role. I gotta say, he did get into the character more than I think others would.
Yeah, that character is so out there. It doesn't matter if you have like just 2 lines or whatever it was. That's something that you deserve a good acting comment about. He did act well there,
Just a pat
even
on
in
the
that
back.
limited role.